Okay. Right. This isn't okay. Okay. Alright. So freaking I'm gonna have like the desktop audio turned down most of the time because I'm just focusing on okay. Alright, anyways. God ugh. Jesus. Good old lordy. Okay. First of all, hi. I'm Darkbrine. Second of all, this is an update video alongside a rant coming after the update, so I'll probably post a timestamp in the freaking chapters thing, because the chapters seem to be pretty helpful. It's like one good thing YouTube has done in the past few years or so. Anyways, update. First and foremost, Friday Night Funkin' videos. Holy heck, I was not expecting freaking Retrospector to be as goddamn popular as it was when it came to, you know, modding. Like I played Friday Night Funkin' and I do reactions just for the sake of reactions, not to really be, you know, oh, clickbait, oh, ha, ha, la, la. No, I do it for the sake of fun and my own entertainment, and I love going back and rewatching the videos I did of my reactions, even if they are like an hour plus long, because I always want to see how was my reaction at the time. Could I have been better? My reactions could I have been more nice. Like versus Spinell recently, which is on my Twitch by the way, and it's like not clipped, but it's like highlighted to where it's a separate thing. I don't felt like I was genuine in my reaction. I felt like I was being a bit of a cock, to put it lightly. And I felt like I was being a little disrespectful not only to the mod creators, but to the mod itself at times. So I decided not to push that to YouTube. It's on Twitch if anyone wants to see it, but anyways. Aside from that, freaking, again, versus Retrospector, I was legitimately not expecting it to get as popular as it did. In the past 48 hours, aka the past 2 days, nearly 900 views out of a total of 1.5k views, more than likely. And 12 subscribers from it. Like, I literally got 12 subscribers from that video alone, and it's just amazing how that's a thing. Holy cow. I wasn't expecting that, and it felt really nice to do something. I'm definitely going to do more Friday Night Funkin' videos in the future. More than likely just going to be reaction videos, but hopefully I'll get Total Shocked worked on. It's too many, yeah, speaking to that. Projects. I got a lot of it doesn't sound like there's a lot of projects on my mind, but I want to work on the Total Shock, aka versus Darkbrine mod, and then I want to work on getting freaking Sprint Racer Rerun started to work on. Not to mention, I also want to, let's see, I wrote down the goddamn projects here. Give me a second, I gotta find it. I can't completely remember them off the top of my head. But aside from that, there was also the Friday Night Funkin' comic, right? Like, genuinely the Friday Night Funkin' content. And while I do want to continue working on Friday Night Funkin' content, I also want to continue working on Minecraft content, because Minecraft's the game, as you can see, that I like. I like Minecraft, I enjoy Minecraft content, and I want to play more Minecraft maps by creators, because I love Minecraft maps and I love the content in them. I was going to put out a map known as Chronicles of the Shop, like a whole playthrough of that, but I didn't, again, just like versus Spinell, I didn't feel like my playthrough was genuine. I didn't feel like it was worth posting at this point, because I did like freaking, I believe I did a playthrough of like 6 hours? No, not 6 hours, it was like 5 hours, like it was 4 or 5 hours, but it was a long playthrough, and to scrap something like that, it just, you know that I have to be serious about it. And yes, I am playing in real time. But anyways, no, like, I want to do things that are genuine and not just something that's going to be, oh, half-arsed or half-baked. Because I hate half-baked stuff. I genuinely do. Ah, goddammit. Anyways. Sorry, I gotta focus on that real quick, but nah, and let me go into the actual update part of things. Anyways, no, so, freaking, I want to do that, work on the Friday Night content, and I still want to play games in my free time, because currently, I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 2 in a couple of days, and I want to get back into playing Kingdom Hearts 2. So, Kingdom Hearts 2 is definitely going to be something that I'll have to play. in the free time, and I want to focus on that for the most part, while I'm focusing on the battle map that I'm trying to work on for a rerun. And, yeah, aside from that, mentally wise, I'm kind of okay. I'm not, like, in the worst state of my mental mind, but I'm not in the, you know, worst, I'm not in the worst, and I'm not in the best, pretty much. I'm just, like, in that middle ground, like, I'm okay. As long as I don't stress myself out too much, I should be fine. But, yeah, no. I just don't... how should I put this? I don't feel safe, not safe, but comfortable in my home environment, and that's pretty much all I'm going to state it for. Physically wise, I just got bathroom problems in the morning, and other than that, I'm perfectly okay. I probably need to cut down on my cheese intake, is what I need to do. Because I keep having too much cheese, I can't help it, cheese is pretty good to have on almost anything. But I have to cut down on that, and I have to make sure I cut down on meats and such right now as well, is because I'm causing a lot of, like I said, bathroom problems in the morning. That's literally it. Let's see, aside from that, in terms of anything else, aside from content and health, I really don't have anything else. And now, we're about to get to the rant portion of the video, so this is going to be timestamped, but just a foreclaimer, I'm going to be ranting about whatever. Like, genuinely, it's going to be about whatever. So, be prepared and keep that in mind. So first things first, let's get on to something more recent. Freaking Sonic Colors Ultimate. Sonic Colors Ultimate. What? How should I put this? I don't care if it's an early access or not. The fact that you released it in such a state and believed it would be fine, Blind Squirrel Entertainment, holy cow, what in the heck? That's just, all the glitches I've been seeing, you're like, oh, but what about all the people who use an emulator? I do not care. The fact that an emulator that's supposed to be better than the real deal is having these issues as well, it's just... wow, it amazes me. The emulator, which is better than the Switch, mind you, Yuzu emulator. Like, people can be like, oh, it's not, but yeah, no, it is. Genuinely the Yuzu emulator. I've never used it, but I've seen gameplay footage, and it can go up to 60 FPS, unlike your goddamn Switch games. Another thing, the Switch. Why doesn't it go to 60 FPS? Why does it cap everything at freaking 30 FPS, even when you're docked? I don't understand. Yo, but the OLED I don't care. Again, the OLED model is something that should have been done since not launch, but at least a year into the lifespan of the Switch, and it's been out since 2017. 4 years later, 4 years. People complain about the freaking Wii U, and it's like the Wii U. When it came to Wii playing, personally, it sucked because I kept having a green and purple shade on my... it turns out it was just my specific Wii U model since we got it at the very beginning of the freaking lifespan of the Wii U. But other than that, it seems to be running fine with Wii emulation, and it works with, like, Wii MFI or whatever it's called. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that crap. I genuinely don't. But no, it runs fine, and I still want to go back and play my Wii games to the day, because the Wii games are fun, even if they're from Nintendo. Seriously. Wii games are good. Oh, jeez. Okay, anyways. But no, like, the games from the Wii and the games from GameCube too, like, they're fun. Wii U games are actually kinda cool. And it's just, the state of that is a whole mess in that self. Anyway, Sonic Colors Ultimate. Wow. You'd think that Sega, like, I know it's Blind Squirrel Entertainment, but you'd think that Sega, of all people, would learn their mistakes by this point. Because they've been trying to better themselves, according to what they said. Holy heck, that has not been seen. That has genuinely not been seen yet. Like, aside from games like, first of all, Super Monkey Banana Ball Blitz, the new game that came out, Jesus, they put a lot of effort into that, and the team behind it, I don't know who, I haven't been paying attention to that, but the team behind Super Monkey Banana Blitz is probably having a lot of fun, and they're probably enjoying what they're making. because it looks like they're enjoying putting in whatever at this point. Freaking, they put in that eyeball thing from Monster Rancher, of all things. Like you wouldn't expect something like that if it was just a basic goddamn remake or, you know, a basic game of continuation. Instead, they did it. They genuinely did it, and it's pretty freaking cool. Heck, they even put Hello Kitty in there. Hello Kitty, of all things. That's not even a gaming mascot. That's like a Japanese pop culture thing, I believe. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I genuinely don't know. But God dang. It's just unfortunate to see that. It's very unfortunate to see that Sega go down this path of, like, they can do really good with other franchises, but when you start with their flagship franchise, Sonic the Hedgehog, which, again, Sonic the Hedgehog should be getting the most attention, at like, the most quality of attention, they just don't do it. They just don't do it. And I'm playing Minecraft maps thinking that Minecraft maps, like, hold on, Minecraft maps should be, like, lower quality than games, and yet Minecraft maps can be really good, like, of very good quality. Minecraft maps can be of pretty dang good quality. Across the time, too. I finished my playthrough on that map. I've got roughly, it's an RPG map. Like, you wouldn't expect the RPG Minecraft maps to be like, oh, okay, so they're probably going to be like, what? Maybe 10 hours at maximum? Considering the fact that open world Minecraft maps usually take around 9 to 12 hours, and CTMs usually take about, say, 15 hours at worst? No. Across the Time 2 is generally one of the best Minecraft experiences I've ever had. And it's a recent it was originally a 1.13 data pack map, and it recently became a 1.17 map. And holy cow, I got roughly, say, 26 to 28 hours out of that, and I didn't even complete it. Like, I genuinely haven't finished everything I could have done yet. I've gotten so much out of that, and I couldn't help but enjoy every little aspect that I have done. Like, the side stories I've done, I read what they're about, and there's so much lore and detail put into it. You wouldn't do that for just a basic project or something that would be of the norm. No, you put that into something you would love and care about, as if it was your own child. Like, jeezums. Again, and this is Minecraft, mind you. And they ported it, and they're still working on it to the day. Like, no, freaking Across the Time too, they're still working on doing the best they can for the map. And I just gotta commend them for it. Like, quite literally, I can't say I hate at them doing it. You know what? I'm grabbing this, because this is going to represent my freaking personality right now. Freaking passive-aggressive, Jesus Christ. Anyways, no, like, why are the quality... It's not just Sega. Don't put any blame on just Sega, because I'm pretty sure they're trying to do the best they can, but at the same time, they need to step up their game when it comes to that. But it's also freaking other games, such as Mario 3D All-Stars. First of all, Super Mario 3D All-Stars. 3D All-Stars. A limited time release? I thought we learned from this, Nintendo, with the freaking Mario 20th Anniversary Collection. Why limited time release? You'd be like, oh, but people can buy it, it's like a 6 months. No, I don't. People aren't going to have money immediately. There's people like myself who want to save money over time. Like, they'll spend some money on some things, but they'll more than likely want to save most of their money over time for food, for clothing, for god dang... And look, with the recent surges in pricing... yeah, no, saving your money is more important now than it is before. Like, before you could probably spend a little bit and be fine, but now you gotta save most of your money if you're on a minimum wage job, or if you're like me, who's working for essentially a part-time job. And, I mean, I'm enjoying my part-time job, don't get me wrong. I freaking love working at Sticky Piston. Like, I've met so many great people with their Sticky Piston, and I don't think I could trade this experience for anything else. Like, I genuinely don't think I'd be able to trade it for, like, a regular working experience whatsoever. I'm being completely serious here. Sticky Piston has been great. Anyways, that's not the entire point. Freaking... The entire point was to get people to actually open their eyes. Anyways. But nah, remasters and crap. We need, like, oh, but nostalgia pandering. The entire point of these nostalgia trips that people have is because the product at the time was limited, yes, but it was making the most they could out of this limited thing. And the fact that nowadays people are like, oh, okay, well, there's a bare minimum, we can just accept that. Don't accept the bare minimum. Don't! like, if you see that a company is trying to do the best they can, for example, look at Legends Arceus. Sword and Shield was a complete mess, and I hated it, but the freaking sales said, oh, it did good. But if you look at Legends Arceus, look at that. It went from the first trailer being a complete and utter terrible open world game appearance to the more recent trailer to being, okay, we can be more cautiously optimistic about it. It looks like it's going to be a fun time. It looks like they're trying new things, and it looks like they're genuinely putting heart and effort into it. Now, I still hate the fact that it's being released within a year time span, but they're trying, and they're doing well at this trial. They're not, you know, trying to be rude. They're not trying to diminish as much as they can. They're just trying to have fun. They're trying to enjoy making a product and an experience. Like indie developers. How can indie developer... okay, I need to say this right now. Indie developers are a saving grace to the freaking gaming industry. No matter what you say, indie developers put heart, soul, time, and effort into something that I'd probably never put as much dedication into. No matter what I do, I'm never going to put enough dedication into something, and that's my own fault. I really wish I could, but I'm not going to, because of how I'm set up and how I am. It doesn't matter what I try to do, it doesn't matter what I feel like I could do. It just, that's how it is, unfortunately. Sorry for me being quiet, I just wanted to focus there a little bit there. Anyways, no, like, I don't get people these days. I genuinely don't get today's economy and today's... Not economy, today's society. Oh no, society is bad sort of deal. Whatever. I'm transitioning, yeah. Yeah, see, I'm transitioning from remasters to society. Society itself these days. We've lowered as quality in humans. We've went from people who could probably be self-sufficient, self-sustaining, to people who require the constant need and the constant attention of others. And even I'm at fault for that. I'm not even going to deny that. I'm at fault for wanting the constant needed attention. However, I think that's just in general of how we've evolved and how we've become. And it's actually really sad. Genuinely, it's sad. And even if I am one of the people who do it, I'm sad at myself for being one of those people because I know I can do better. It's just that I decide not to do better. And that sucks. That really does suck. I wish I could do better as a person to be, a regular, standard, genuine human being. I can have friends who have all these sorts of interests and I can still respect and like them for it. But no, I'm not. I have people, I try to stick to people who have close likes to me and have a few differences, and I don't grow from that. I genuinely don't. And when it comes to the political spectrum, I ain't gonna get too political on this. I have completely weird ideals that I think only one person or two people that I know, I'm not even close friends with, have the same ideology as me. Genuinely, I think that's it. And I don't try to get political with friends because I'm not as open-minded with that, and I'm scared that they're gonna hate me for my political opinions. I'm admit, I'm scared. I'm genuinely scared of what people would think of my opinions. Because I'm probably in the minority on both spectrums. And the thing is that the mindset I have doesn't just stem from myself. It stems from the people I hang around with, the family I'm with, and just overall, it stems from my surroundings. And you can probably... people are going to be like, oh, it's your own family's fault. No, it's not. The mindset I develop is my own entirely. And I'm not going to put anyone's blame on it. It's because of anything that influences me. It's going to be additional to it. It's not going to be... oh, yeah, no, you've only developed this. You've only made this. It's what I make from the people around me that it ends up being what it is. So it's not like, oh, I can just, you know, turn that off, turn that on, what, blah, blah, blah. I have to be sincere with myself. And it's hard to be sincere with myself if crap keeps going on that I don't like. It's like, how am I supposed to be genuine with myself if I can't be genuine with other people sometimes? I don't know, I'm just like taking a breather real quick because I have very bad time. Okay, so another thing about myself that I have to tell, but I have bad breathing issues, so I have to take breathers every once in a while, otherwise I will probably suffocate myself. Anyways. Alright, let me stop for a bit. But nah, general society and crap. We've just devolved. Like, we should have evolved, but we devolved. And I'm not going to be like, oh, technology is the blame of everything, blah, blah, blah. Because technology isn't the blame. That's just part of our development as creatures. We need to develop and desire more needs for us and desire, you know, more communication, more, you know, developments and wants. That's not the fault of freaking, you know, society. That's more of a fault of genetics. But it's the fact that we use this technology and use this development for either harm or use it for trying to, you know, be as rude as possible. And now while being rude can be funny, you have to make sure you do it in either a joking context or you do it in a context where it's not going to be inherently rude to everyone. Because some people, they just have the worst freaking potential of being, well, sincere. They have the most underdeveloped feelings in the goddamn world. Like, holy cow. Jesus. People. Calm down. Ugh. I hate doing God talk sometimes as well because of freaking religion. And I shouldn't do it sometimes, but I end up doing it. But that's just me. Anyways. Let me catch my throat real quick. I don't have a water bottle on me, so I need to, like, actually rest my throat sometimes. Alright. I think I'm good to talk for a little bit more. Let me go actually grab water real quick. There we go. Anyways, no, people are genuinely going to be like some of the worst human beings possible, or they're going to be like one of the, you know, worst human beings possible, but in the opposite spectrum where they're just like so sensitive and so freaking full of themselves instead of being like, they hate everyone, they hate everything, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, no, that's like genuinely my whole opinion on society. And I guess I'll diverge this into friendship. Friendships as well. Most people surround themselves with fake friends. Genuinely, like even content creators. Like for example, even Smitty submitted that sometimes that yeah, he does surround with people he doesn't want to not hang around with. But there's times where they will, like with these content creators, they will find a group of people who do have like one or two similarities to them. But they will surround themselves with people who have different opinions and different ideologies, because usually in terms of content, the ideologies clashing is a really good thing for content. And that's no joke, like sometimes having different ideologies clashing is fun to watch, and I will wholeheartedly admit that. Like it's fun to see these people interact and be different. It's fun. It's genuinely fun to see people try to be something else. Or try to, you know, have a different mindset. Anyways. But no, majority of your people are going to have these mindsets where they just don't they don't care. Like, they genuinely don't care about who they hang around with, and they just want to only hang around with people who have these like-minded, you know, ideas or like-minded wants. They don't try to diverge out or be different. I'm trying to, me, personally, I am trying to diverge out. I want to have different friends who have different opinions and can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't mind being wrong, and I don't mind being on the wrong side of the spectrum sometimes either. Again, it just doesn't matter to me. I want people to be genuine with me. I want people to be, you know, we're both respectful and both understanding, but I also want them to correct me if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm being bad, and just overall, I don't want people to be like, oh, you need to have this sort of mindset or be part of this group. No. I want to be in as many things as possible, and I want to try and have fun with as many people as possible. I don't understand what's so wrong about that, having a bunch of people who have different mindsets or different opinions. Like, I see people all the time be like, you can't be with different people, you can't have these different friends, and it makes no sense. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm saying like a lot, give me a second. I don't understand why people just just decide that you have to stick with this, you have to do this, you have to do that. It's like going back to the medieval ages. That is what it's like, completely. If you want to go back to the medieval ages, you want to degress from this? I mean, degress from how we are and how we've been? I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. I don't understand why you don't want a betterment of people. Anyways. And the only way we're going to get better is if we diverge ourselves and become, you know, more than who we are. I know that's probably like a cliche thing to say, but it's just the truth. Even if you want to say it's only a thing in fiction, you can do it physically. You can be physical about it, and you can be genuine about who you're going to be. You just need to take time and patience to better yourself and have people around you who aren't going to be the exact same groups of people. You just gotta do it. That's as simple as that. Just diverge yourself and, you know, be in many different things as possible. I don't get what's so hard about that, actually. No, like, I'm going to be serious. I don't get what's so hard about it. I have some issues, yeah, but I at least try to do it. This is the reason why I like hanging out in so many communities, such as, like, in different Minecraft communities, or Friday Night Funkin' communities, or, heck, even god dang Sonic and music communities. I'm even in a cooking community, for crying out loud. There's so much that people can diverge themselves into and try to be happy of. You can be proud of who you are and do many different things at once. You don't have to restrict yourself. You genuinely don't. Anyways, that's like my entire rant on friendship and freaking hanging out with people or whatever. Anything else I got? No, I don't really have anything else. I genuinely don't have anything else. I thought I would have like a longer rant sort of deal because I'm not in a happy mood and I think a lot of things could change about everybody, but I guess I just don't have the oomph to really rant too much. Or the oomph to really hate a lot of things, I guess. I don't know. I guess I'm just not that hateful of a person to everyone else. Well, I don't know. I guess that's just a weakness of self. Because I have so many problems with people, but I can never really find them. And I can usually, if I do, it's usually end up with myself being a main problem too. So it's like I can't exactly say, you know, that I hate everybody, blah blah blah. Although that would be funny if that was the case, but it's not, so I can't do that. Anyways, it doesn't matter to me. Like, it genuinely doesn't matter what people think about me at this point and what they, you know, seem to care about, because hey, I'm apparently an up and coming freaking content creator at this point. But guess what? I do not care. I genuinely can't say I care about fame or fortune or all that stuff. I just want to be a human being who has fun in life. I just want to be someone who is sincere to everybody, no matter what happens. I like being a person. I like being human. I like having mistakes. I like having flaws. I just like being a problem sometimes. And I mean a problem in terms of, you know, being regular, not distasting from anything. Not hating myself, not distasting. I like having flaws. I just wish the flaws didn't make me who I am in terms of what other people see from me. Because apparently I'm molding my flaws at times, and that's all people will ever see me for. They won't ever try to see me for good or try to, you know, help me in saying, okay, well, this is it. That's probably why I hang around in so many communities where I get negative responses. It's because I think I need to step myself up and better myself for anyone and everyone. Anyways, I'm closing off.